The United Kingdom isn't typically the first place that comes to mind when you think of iconic video game settings, but over the years a remarkable number of games have made stunning use of its cities, landscapes and history. From plague-ridden Victorian London to the irradiated hills of Cumbria, the UK has proven to be one of gaming's most versatile and underused backdrops. In this video, I'm going to show you 8 of the best video games set in the UK. So without further ado, let's get into it. Number 1. Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Set in 1868, right at the height of the Industrial Revolution, AC Syndicate paints a London that's rapidly changing. Taller buildings, proper pavements, billboard advertising, and even the early foundations of the London Underground being constructed beneath the streets. The game follows twin assassins, Jacob and Evie Fry, as they take on the Templars who have seized control of the city's criminal underworld and its industries. Side missions let players assist real historical figures including Charles Dickens, Karl Marx, and Queen Victoria herself, and the game's Jack the Ripper DLC pushes the story into even darker territory. With such a rich canvas of history, class struggle, and iconic landmarks, it's no surprise that Syndicate remains one of the most beloved entries in the entire Assassin's Creed franchise. Number 2. Watch Dogs Legion. Watch Dogs is set in the near future where London has become a surveillance state. The people are oppressed by an all-seeing authoritarian regime, private militaries control the streets, and a powerful crime syndicate preys on the vulnerable. Unlike many games supposedly set in London, Legion often actually looks and sounds an awful lot like the real city. While there are some odd choices, it's recognisably, undeniably London. The game's standout mechanic lets you recruit any citizen you see in the open world, each with a unique backstory, personality, and skill set, which makes exploring this dystopian version of the capital feel genuinely alive. If you want the most visually authentic London ever put in a video game, this is it. Number 3. Vampire. The story takes us back to 1918, when the infamous Spanish flu pandemic ravaged Europe and the streets of London were filled with violence and fear. We take on the role of Dr. Jonathan Reed, a respected military surgeon who returns from the front lines of the First World War on a personal mission to help those afflicted by the disease. But during the journey home, he is bitten by a vampire. Using the 1918 Spanish flu epidemic as its inspiration, Vampire depicts a London under siege by disease, by harrowing class divisions, and by impending social reforms. This is London with one foot in the Dickens era and one foot in modernity. The ever-present death and decay of a city in crisis provides the perfect cover for Reed to stalk the night, and the moral weight of choosing who to feed on, knowing it affects the whole community, makes it one of the most unique takes on the vampire genre in gaming. Number 4. Forza Horizon 4. Moving away from London entirely, Forza Horizon 4 takes the wheel and heads north. Set in a heavily stylised version of Britain, spanning Scotland and the Lake District, the game features Edinburgh and villages in the Cotswold among its many locations. What makes it truly special is the season system. Horizon 4 introduces proper seasons for the first time in the series, which cycle every in-game week, and every player worldwide experiences the same weather at the same time. Depending on the season, players may have access to new temporary locations, such as a frozen lake in winter or dried up rivers during the summer. and weather temperature even has an effect on handling. The result is an open-world love letter to the British countryside, and one that won Best British Game at the BAFTA Games ceremony. Number 5. Atomfall. One of the most recent games on this list, and arguably the most uniquely British, set in an alternate timeline. In 1957, in northwest England, the worst nuclear accident in UK history happened, the Windscale Fire, when a fire burned for 3 days in a nuclear military facility by the Lake District, spreading radioactive fallout across the UK and into Europe. Atomfall is set in the wake of this disaster inside a quarantine zone erected around the facility. The surrounding area is overrun by outlaws, possibly possessed druids, and remnants of aggressive law enforcement, and it's up to you to uncover what's really happening. Even the weapons your character builds, axes, arrows, cricket bats, and petrol bombs, seem quaintly British compared to most post-apocalyptic games. It's Fallout, but make it Cumbrian. Number 6. The Order 1886. The Order 1886 is set in an alternate 19th century timeline where thousands of years ago, a genetically distinct strain of humanity evolved to become half-breeds, humans with bestial traits, whose emergence led to a centuries-long interspecies conflict. Giant airships patrol the London skies, and electric trains traverse the city on elevated tracks above busy streets. Familiar landmarks like the Palace of Westminster, Mayfair, Whitechapel, and the London Tube are all present, but twisted by this accelerated industrial revolution into something stranger and more dangerous. Developer Ready at Dawn collected over 150 gigabytes of reference data on a research trip to London to ensure the city felt grounded even while reimagining it. The result is one of the most visually stunning, if short, PS4 exclusives ever made. Number 7. Hogwarts Legacy. The game is set in the Scottish Highlands, including Hogwarts and a vast territory around it. Taking place in the 1800s, long before the events of the Harry Potter books, it gives players the chance to attend Hogwarts as a new student with a mysterious connection to ancient magic. The map spans 4 distinct regions, including Hogwarts Castle itself, the village of Hogsmeade, hamlets, dungeons and secrets hidden across the Highland landscape. Real-world Scottish locations are woven throughout, including the iconic Glenfinnan Viaduct, the real railway line used as the Hogwarts Express route in the films. And the game even includes a variety of traditional Scottish garments like tartans, scarves and kilts. For fans of the wizarding world, it's the most immersive UK-set gaming experience ever made. Number 8. ZombiU. London was chosen as the setting because of its blend of modern and historic architecture and its rich history, and it turns out few cities are better suited to a zombie apocalypse. Set in London during a 2012 zombie apocalypse, players control a random, silent survivor guided by a mysterious figure known as the Prepper, through radio chatter, searching out provisions and weapons to survive. The game's lore draws on a secret society called the Ravens of Dee, named after 16th century occult philosopher John Dee, who predicted the outbreak, which gives the chaos a uniquely British, history-soaked mythology. The game's brutal permadeath mechanic means that when you die, your character becomes a zombie you'll have to hunt down to reclaim your gear. It's tense, atmospheric, and criminally underrated. And that's the list. 8 fantastic video games set right here in the United Kingdom. Thank you for watching. See you next time.